Okay. Okay. So good evening, all of you. Sorry. All right, students. So let us begin the session without any further delay. Now, if we recall in the previous session, what all things we have done, let us take a quick look back. If you remember in the previous session, we first started as how to rationalize the denominators. After learning how to rationalize the denominators, then we moved on to identities. If you remember, I have taught you 7 identities in the previous session. Then we did a few sums based on those algebraical identities. And after that, we started with the laws of indices. And in the laws of indices, we did some really good questions in the previous session. So now we are going to start with the fourth part, with the fourth module of our bridge course. That is, we will be learning how to factorize. We are going to learn how to factorize. This is something which is very important from 11th and 12th standard point of view. तो चलो हम लोग देखते हैं कि फैक्टराइजेशन करते कैसे हैं, फैक्टर्स कहते किसे हैं. Suppose take a very simple number, a number 6. Now, if I have to write the factors of 6, it shall be written like 1 into 2 into 3. So 6 can be written as 1 into 2 into 3. So 1, 2, and 3. These are called as the factors of 6. So 1, 2, and 3. When you multiply them together, you get 6. So 1, 2, and 3 are called as the factors. So they are the factors. Let me see how well you know maths, how well concepts you know. If I say that 1, 2, and 3 are factors, my screen isn't visible. Can't you see what I'm writing, all of you? Hello? Okay, so if I say that, yes, perfect. If I say that 1, 2, and 3 are the factors of 6, students, what is 6 with respect to 1, 2, and 3? If 1, 2, and 3 are called as factors of 6, what is 6 called as with respect to 1, 2, and 3? 6 is called as the multiple. Perfect, very nice. 6 is called as the multiple. Great. So most of the students, they know all these things. बहुत छोटी छोटी बातें पर बच्चों को याद नहीं रहती. ओके. तो अब हम है ना आगे बढ़ते हैं और हम लोग फैक्टराइज करते हैं algebraical expressions को. Now we are going to factorize the algebraic expressions and not just merely numbers. तो जब कभी भी हम algebraic expressions को factorize करते हैं तो प्राइमरीली हमारा मोटिव क्या होता है? हमारा मोटिव होता है कोई ना कोई चीज को कॉमन निकालना. I'll give you a very simple example. Now 2a plus 6b. 2a plus 6b. It's a very simple algebraic expression. Can you count the number of terms? How many terms are there? There are 2 terms. One is 2a and another one is 6b. Perfect. There are 2 terms. Fantastic. Now suppose if I have to factorize this, I will have to look out for a way in which I should be able to take out something common from both the terms. Now tell me, students, what can be taken out common from both the terms? We can simply take out 2 common. So when we take out 2 common, what remains inside the bracket is a plus 3b. So we have factorized 2a plus 6b. And if you want to know what the factors are, see, this is one of the factors and this is the second factor. Why do we call it as factors? Because if you multiply them by opening the bracket, you will end up getting the same algebraic expression. So 2a plus 6b, if we have to factorize, we simply take out 2 common. That's it. It's pretty simple. Chalo, let us try a few more simple ones. So here's the second one. We have 6a square minus 3ax. We got to factorize this. So what do? Factorization कहा तो मतलब आपको ये समझना है कि कोई ना कोई चीज को कॉमन निकालना है. Now think and tell me what can be taken out common. So if we talk about the numbers point of view, तो 3 common निकलेगा. 3 can be very well taken out common. And you can see also there is a variable a which repeats in both the terms. तो हम 3a कॉमन निकालेंगे from a square and a square और a में से जो छोटा है वो कॉमन निकलता है. So we take out a common. Now, out of 6a square, 3a has gone outside the bracket. So what remains inside? 2a. 2a bachega. Now, in the second term, if 3a has gone outside, what remains in the bracket is simply x. So the factors are 3a and 2a minus x. So the moment you take out something common, so the factors get ready. It's very simple. Okay, let's try another one. We'll try the third one. ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो हमने ना 8th 9th में सीखी हुई हैं. तो it is very important to go back and revisit those concepts क्योंकि इनकी जरूरत हम लोग को पढ़ने वाली है आगे जाकर के 11th में. All right, here comes another one. So 8ab square plus 12a square b. All right. Now there are some students who say that they are not able to see the screen. So I really do not understand what the problem is. What about the other students? Is everybody able to see the screen? Okay, so there are many students who are able to see the screen and there are so many students who are also giving the answers. So from this, I assume that there is no problem from my end. All right. All right, students, coming back to the third one. So we 8ab square plus 12a square b. From the numbers, can you tell me what can be taken out common? We can take out 4 common. तो हम लोग 4 को कॉमन निकालते हैं. And now let us come to the variables. Variables में आप लोग को देखना है a and a square. So a is smaller and a square is greater. So out of 2, whichever is smaller, we take that out common. So a common आ गया. अब b और b square देखो. We have a b square, we have a b. So from b square and b, we can take out b common. तो b common निकालते हैं. Now let us see what remains inside the bracket. From 8, if 4 has gone outside, 2 remains inside. A has already been taken out common. B square में से एक b बाहर गया है, तो एक b अंदर रह जाएगा. Now from 12, 4 has gone outside, 3 remains inside the bracket because 4 times 3 is 12. Out of a square, 1a has gone outside, so a remains inside, and the b has gone outside. So here we got the factors. So we have the factors 4ab into 2b plus 3a. So let's try another one. Here we have a next question. Question number 4. So we will be increasing the level of difficulty a little bit. So do not think that all the sums are going to be the same kind and so easy types. धीरे धीरे हम अपने level of difficulty को increase करते हैं. 4 times x plus y the whole square. 4 times x plus y the whole square minus 3 times x plus y. So tell me, students, what can be taken out common? What can we take out common from here? So if you talk about the numbers from 4 and 3, you see, we cannot take out anything common. Yeah, of course, we can take one common, but that doesn't make a sense here now. So from x plus y the whole square, if you check this over here, x plus y the whole square, and we have x plus y. That means in the first term, we have x plus y 2 times. So we can take one x plus y common. So we take x plus y common. So if we take x plus y common outside, what remains inside? The numbers are going to remain as it is intact. Acha, now from x plus y the whole square. Now one x plus y has gone outside. One x plus y has gone outside. So one x plus y still remains inside. है कि नहीं? अच्छा, अब second term में 3 remains inside and 3 के साथ जो x plus y था वो तो बाहर चले गया common. So if that's gone outside common, तो 3 के साथ कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा. Now you see we can do a little bit of simplification inside the bracket. So we have x plus y into, if you open the brackets, we get 4x plus 4y minus 3. So we have factorized it. So x plus y into 4x plus 4y minus 3. Oh, is this clear, all of you? I don't know what the issue is. There are so many students who are time and again telling that their screen is not visible. Okay, perfect. All right, students, let us go to the next one now. I hope this is clear with everyone. And by this time, all right, all right, all right. Perfectly. Chalo, let's do the next one. Let me try the fifth one. So here we have a cube. What's your all of you? We have a cube plus a minus 3a square minus 3. So now see over here. Now we have got these four terms over here. There are four terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to pair them up. Pair का मतलब होता है we are going to make the groups of two. We are going to make groups of two. So this is the first group and this is the second group. All right, let us try taking out common. This topic is factorization. Now some students are asking what topic is this? That is factorization. We are learning how to factorize algebraic expressions. Okay, here all the students, tell me what can we take out common from the first two terms. पहले दो terms में से हम क्या common निकाल सकते हैं? If you see in the first two terms, we have a cube and we have a. So from a cube and a is smaller. So we take the smaller term outside. अब a cube में से a बाहर चले गया है तो a square अंदर रह जाएगा. Plus entire a has been taken out common. So if entire a has been taken out common, 1 remains inside the bracket. So when the entire term has been taken out common, uski jagah par 1 aa jata hai. Perfect. All right. Now in the next pair, we can take out 3 common. All right. Perfect. So I knew many students would give that answer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take out not 3 common, minus 3 common. हमेशा connecting sign के साथ common लिया जाता है. Always take the connecting sign also common along with. तो इसके लिए 3 common नहीं, minus 3 common लिया जाता है. Had this sign been plus, अगर ये minus की जगह plus होता तो हम plus 3 common लेते हैं. Since it's minus, so we have taken minus 3 common. And you know, when we take a negative common, what is inside the bracket? Inside the bracket, sign reverses. तो bracket के अंदर का ये जो minus है ना, अब ये बदल के बन जाएगा plus. This happens only when we take out minus common. And now, after taking out common in both the pairs, if you notice, we have got the same things inside the bracket. अगर ये bracket में same चीजें नजर आती है, a square plus 1, a square plus 1, that means you are going perfect. अगर ये bracket में आपको अलग अलग terms नजर आते हैं, मतलब फिर कहीं ना कोई कुछ ना कुछ problem है. So now we are going to take a square plus 1 common. तो a square plus 1 common लेते हैं हम, वो जाएगा एक ब्रैकेट में, तो बच गया अंदर क्या, यहां से a और यहां से -3. In the second bracket you will have a minus 3. See, it's that easy. Okay, I'll give you one question which I hope that you people will be able to do it yourself. So the next question is question number 6. So we have a raised to 4 minus 2a square. It's not 2a squared, it's 2a cubed minus 4a plus 8. So here's the question. चलो एक काम करो, just try this, see if you will be able to do it by yourself or not. कोशिश करके देखो इसे. I think the problem is solved now. Many of the students who were not able to see the screen I think it's now visible. So are you guys trying the sixth one? It's pretty simple. See if you can do it. All right, that's great. Once again, we're going to make pairs. So let us try making pairs. This is going to be the first pair, and this is going to be the second pair. From the first pair, all right, from the first pair, what can we take out common? Just tell me. We can take out, see, we have a raised to 4 and we have a cube. So whatever is smaller, that has to be taken out common. So we take out a cube common. तो a cube जब हम common निकालेंगे, तो from a raised to 4, a cube has gone outside, 1a still remains inside, minus 2a cube में से पूरा a cube बाहर गया तो 2 रह जाएगा अंदर. Now from the next pair, we have 4 and 8. So we take out minus 4 common and not 4. Huh? This is something which I've already told you. Keep a note of it. And whenever we take a minus common, what happens? Sign inside the bracket reverses. So जो plus है अब वो minus हो जाएगा. And now when you see both the terms in the brackets are same, a minus 2, a minus 2, that means we are all going perfect. So here we're going to take out a minus 2 common. So in the next bracket, what remains is a cube minus 4. It's pretty easy here. Okay, so far we're doing good. I'll give you one more question. See if you can try this. So this is going to be the seventh one. All right, pretty simple. A square minus AB minus A plus B. Let me see if you guys can do this one. Sub question 7. A square minus AB minus A plus B. Try all of you. Let's see if you can factorize this one. So for some of the students are really prompt in giving the answers. Question लिखते ही उनके answers तैयार हो जाते हैं. That's awesome. All right, let's do it. See, from the first two terms, okay, from the first two terms, if you see a square minus ab, you can take out a common. If you take out a common, what remains inside the bracket? A minus b. Now in the next two terms, if you see, you can take out a common, because in the next two terms, you are left out with a and b. You can't take out anything common. So whenever a situation arises where you are not able to take out anything common, so in such a situation, you always take one common. But this time, one will be cannot common along with the connecting sign minus. So we are going to take out minus one common. And when you take minus one common, as a result, what happens? The sign inside the bracket changes. And when you see both the brackets are same, you're doing good then. So we have a minus b, and in the next bracket, we have a minus 1. So this is perfect. So I hope you got this answer. And if you got this answer, that means your answer is absolutely fine. Perfect. Let's try the next one now. Go with the next question. See, x times a minus 5 plus 5 times 5 minus a. Now, many a time you will come across a situation like this, where if you see both the brackets, check both the brackets. In the first bracket, we have a minus 5. And in the second bracket, we have 5 minus a. And we know that these two things are the same. A minus 5 and 5 minus a, they are not the same. So what do we do in such a situation? We got to swap 5 minus a into a minus 5. तो ये जो है ना second bracket 5 minus a, we have to swap it and make it a minus 5. But ये minus है ना टिंग साइन, तो उसमें जब हमको swap करना है तो एक खास चीज का ध्यान रखना होगा. पता है क्या? जब हम swap करते हैं ब्रैकेट के अंदर, जब कनेक्टिंग साइन माइनस है और हम टर्म्स को स्वैप करते हैं, तो एज अ रिजल्ट द कनेक्टिंग साइन विल चेंज. I'll tell you how. See, the first two terms, nothing remains. Nothing changes. Everything remains the same. That is x times a minus 5. Now here, what we are doing is this plus now turns into minus. So when you change the connecting sign, as what happens, you can now swap the terms inside the bracket. A 5 minus a can very well be written as a minus 5. So keep a note of it. So a situation arises where you got to swap the terms inside the bracket, simply change the connecting sign, the reverse sign. Now we can take out a minus 5 common. It's a very pretty easy question now. So a minus 5 taken out common. And what remains inside the bracket is x minus 5. So I hope this was an easy one, right? Chill. Let's try another one. Okay, some of the students want this to be repeated again. Listen, all of you, those who want to get this repeated. A minus 5 and 5 minus a are not one and the same thing. So here we have a minus 5. Now we got to swap 5 minus a and make it a minus 5. So when the connecting sign is minus and you got to swap the terms, you can do that. But as a result, what you have to do, you have to change the connecting sign. You have to reverse it. The plus becomes minus. And then you take up this 5 common. Let's try one more. Okay, how about this one? See, how many of you can give me an idea on this question? 2a minus b the whole squared minus 10a plus 5b. We got to factorize this. Tell me, what do we do about it? 2a minus b the whole squared minus 10a plus 5b. Well, I don't think so that will be possible here. Okay, so if you think of an idea that we expand the bracket, as one of the students suggested, that 2a minus b the whole square, if we expand it like a square minus 2ab plus b square, we will simply mess up things. Whenever we have to factorize, we don't open the brackets. We always try to take out something or the other common. That has to be our main target. So see, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're not going to expand it, and never make the mistake of expanding during the factorization. I'll tell you, keep the first term as it is. Yeah, no, 2a minus b the whole square. Keep it as it is, no problem with that. But in the remaining two terms, minus 10a plus 5b, I'm sure you can find out a way to take out something common. तो मुझे ये बताओ क्या कॉमन निकाल सकते हैं हम लोग पीछे से? We can take out minus 5 common. I hope you will agree to this. If you take out minus 5 common, what happens inside the bracket is, अभी ब्रैकेट के अंदर होगा ये कि अभी वो जो 10 है ना, that will become 2a. Now because of the minus, the plus will change into minus and we will have b over here. So we have taken minus 5 common from the next two terms. Tell me students, अब क्या करें हम लोग? Now I'm sure you people will get the idea what to do next. Check. We have 2a minus b. We have 2a minus b. We can simply take our 2a minus b common. Once again, do not think of expanding it. We can take our 2a minus b common. तो जब हम 2a minus b common लेते हैं, when we take our 2ab minus common, see what remains inside the bracket. Now, there is 2a minus b the whole square as the first term, right? 2a minus b the whole square. तो out of the 2a minus b the whole square में से एक 2a minus b बाहर चले गया, तो एक 2a minus b अंदर बचेगा, right? One of the 2a minus b has gone outside, so one 2a minus b remains inside the bracket after taking out common. Acha, from the next term, the entire 2a minus b has been taken out common. So what remains inside? Simply 5. So now the factorization is complete. See, you have got two factors, and that is 2a minus b and 2a minus b minus 5. Pretty neat, है क्या नहीं? तो अगर आप लोग expand करते तो फिर ये कहाँ का कहाँ पहुंच गया होता? So if you got an idea from this question, I'm sure you will be able to do the next one also. Okay, I hope everybody got the idea here. Great. So, okay, fine. I'll explain it once again if those who have got a difficulty here. See, 2a minus b the whole square, and we have minus 10a plus 5b. From the last two terms, we took out minus 5 common. Now, when I took minus 5 common outside, inside the bracket, you will have 2a minus b. Then you have 2a minus b the whole square and 2a minus b. So from the first term, you take 2a minus b common. वो square है ना, मतलब वहां पे दो 2a minus b है, उसमें से एक 2a minus b बाहर गया, तो एक 2a minus b अंदर बचेगा. अब पीछे का जो टर्म है 2a minus b, that has been entirely taken out common, तो सिर्फ 5 रह जाएगा वहां पर, and the factorization is complete. I hope जिसको जिसको difficulty था, this time the doubt is cleared. Great. So if you got this one, then I got another question for you people, which I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So this is a nice one, very comprehensive question. See, m times, I'll do it on a new page, on a new screen, by the way. Okay, here goes. M times x minus 3y the whole square plus n times 3y minus x plus 5x minus 15y. Well, this algebraic expression might look very scary in the beginning, but if you give a closer look, I am sure you'll be able to do this one. Think, all of you. Did you get the idea, all of you? It's quite simple. Okay, over here, see. Okay. All of you look here. Now we have x minus 3y over here. X minus 3y. Now if you see over here, we have 3y minus x. So once again, as you people already know, that now we have to swap the terms so that we can make x minus 3y common. So if we have to swap 3y minus x in the second term, what will happen as a result? Okay, let me write the first term as it is. Goodness, some of the students have already given the answer. That's so awesome. X minus 3y the whole square. Now, in this second bracket, 3y minus x को हमें swap करना है. We have to swap 3y minus x and turn it into x minus 3y. क्यों? क्योंकि first bracket में x minus 3y है. So can you tell me as a result what will happen? So when you have swapped the terms inside the bracket के अंदर हमने terms को interchange किया है, को connecting sign को reverse करना पड़ेगा. जो connecting sign plus है ना, अब उसको reverse करके हमें करना पड़ेगा minus. This is something we do when we swap the terms inside the bracket with the connecting sign minus. अच्छा, पीछे के जो दो terms है वो तो बहुत आसान. Tell me, from the next two terms, what can we do? We can simply take out 5 common. So if we take out 5 common, so what happens inside is we get x minus 3y. We have x minus 3y. Now, if you see that in all the terms, you will find x minus 3y common. X minus 3y आपको common नजर आएगा in all the three terms. So now we're going to take it common. So let's do that. So when we take out x minus 3y common inside the big bracket, so there are 3x minus 3y. In the first term, x minus 3y दो बार आता है, तो उसमें से एक बार अगर बाहर चलेगा तो एक बार का x minus 3y तो अंदर ही रह जाएगा. x minus 3y square है ना, तो अगर एक x minus 3y went outside, one still remains inside. Minus n. Okay, so this x minus 3y already gone outside. So we go to the next term, 5, क्योंकि 5 के साथ वाला x minus 3y already outside. So now we're going to simplify inside the bracket and just wind this up. So x minus 3y. Inside the bracket, what do you get? You get mx minus 3my minus n plus 5. So this is your final answer. Perfect. So most of the students have already given the right answer. So I hope this is clear with all of you. All right. So I'll make the purpose of this lecture clear with all of you, because there are some students who are asking about what this lecture is all about. So I had already told you this in the previous session. So if you do not know what this lecture is all about, this lecture is basically bridging the gap between 9th, 10th, and the 11th. So all the concepts of 8th, 9th, and 10th, which we require in 11th and 12th. So we are revisiting all those concepts which we have done around a year back or 2 year back, or maybe even as long as 3 years back when we were in 8th standard. तो वो सारे concepts को हम revise कर रहे हैं जो शायद हम भूल गए होंगे. So this is the whole idea about what the lecture is. So I'm not going to teach you the concepts of 11th and 12th standard. Those sessions will begin after a while. So here we are right now recapping all the concepts of 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay, so this is the purpose of the lecture. All right, going ahead. Now, since you people have understood how to factorize, let us go to the next part of the chapter or the next part of the session. Slope of line. Yes, of course, I will be taking slope of line, but not in today's session. I'm going to cover many modules before reaching to the slope of the line. So the next thing what we are going to learn in today's session is about finding or solving quadratic equation. We are going to learn how to solve quadratic equations. All right, I'm not so sure about what topic I'll be teaching in 11th and 12th. We have got a long time up till now. So let's learn quadratic equations. Okay, quadratic equations, very simple. And I'm sure everybody has already done quadratic equations. Okay, is quadratic equations already being taken over here? Because of the students, one of the student has told the quadratic equation has been done. Okay, so finding the roots of the quadratic equation by the factorization method and by the formula method. Yes, child, I've already shown. See, listen, I'm asking to the students who are attending the session for the first time. So there are many students who have already attended this session pehle. So I'm not talking about those students. I'm talking about the ones who have joined. Okay. Okay, fine. So I've got a mixed response. So quadratic equation karte hain hum log. We will do a little bit of quadratic equations, but do not worry, I'm not going to go into much depth of it. So let's begin. See, quadratic equation, we have x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is one quadratic equation. X square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now these are two quadratic equations. ये quadratic equations है. If you see both the quadratic equations, they look very identical. दोनों बहुत identical नजर आ रहे हैं हम लोग को. क्यों identical नजर आ रहे हैं? Because you see the terms are almost the same except for one difference. I don't know what the difference is. The difference is the sign over here. See, here we have plus and here we have minus. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, both the quadratic equations are the same. Now let me tell you, how do we do this? Now this sign which I've put it in red box, that is a sign of the constant. Yes, sign of the constant is a very important sign. Why and what importance it has, I will tell you this slowly and steadily. What we got to do is we multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term. Now x square का coefficient यहाँ पर हम लोग को कुछ भी नहीं दिखाई देता है, मतलब x square का coefficient है 1. So 1 multiplied by 6, that gives us 6. So we have 6 over here. Now we have to split the 6 in order to get the middle term 5. We have got to split the 6 in order to get the middle term 5. इसके factors क्या क्या है देखो. 6 के factors है 2 times 3 and 6 times 1. These are the two factors of 6. तो इनमें से कौन सा फैक्टर पिक करना है? देखो, because both the factors are capable of giving us 5 as the middle term. तो अब कौन सा फैक्टर पिक करना है वो डिसाइड करता है the sign of the constant. Now the sign of the constant is plus. The sign of the constant is plus. तो मुझे ये बताओ कि यहाँ पर कौन से फैक्टर्स को ऐड करके हम लोग को 5 मिलेगा. If we pick up option number 1, तो 2 plus 3 5. So this is suitable. If I pick up option number 2 plus 1, that is going to give me 7. And why I have to add it? Because the sign of the constant term decides whether we have to add to get the middle term or whether we have to subtract to get the middle term. So here in this case, we add both of them, right? तो middle term को split हम करेंगे इस तरह से. X square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. हमने किया क्या है? हमने 5x को 2x plus 3x में split किया है. That is what we have done. अब तो से हमने निकाला था फैक्टराइजेशन जब हम सीख रहे थे, बस वही करना है. So we take out x common from the first two terms, we get x plus 2. From the next two terms, what are we going to take out common? We're going to take out 3 common. What remains inside the black bracket is x plus 2 equals to 0. Now we take out x plus 2 common, क्योंकि वो दोनों ब्रैकेट में सेम आ चुका है, और फिर बचेगा हम लोग के पास x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now the zero product rule in mathematics, which means that when we multiply two things and if we get an answer 0, that means one out of the both is 0. यानी कि see, if a multiplied by b is equal to 0, that means either a would be 0 or b would be 0. तभी तो multiply करके 0 आंसर में आया है ना. उसी तरीके से अगर इन दोनों को multiply करके if we get 0 as the answer, that means one of them has to be 0. So either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. What are we going to do? Get the values of x. Very simple. X is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 3. Right? So let us come to the next one. Once again, the coefficient of x square and the constant term, we multiply both of them. And when we multiply, that is 1 multiplied by minus 6. So we get minus 6. Now what do? We have to split this in order to get the middle term. And the middle term is 5. So once again, if we see the factors of 6, we have got two options, 2 and 3. And the next option is 6 and 1. So these are the possible factors of 6. Now, which option are we going to choose? The first option or second option? Who decides that? What decides that? See, the sign of the constant term will decide that. तो इन दोनों ऑप्शन में से कौन सा ऐसा ऑप्शन है जिसको माइनस करके मिडिल टर्म 5 आ सकता है? If I pick the first option 2 and 3, तो भाई इसको माइनस करेंगे तो 1 आ जाएगा. सेकेंड ऑप्शन पिक करो 6 और 1, इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो 5 आ सकता है. और सब्ट्रैक्ट क्यों करना है? बिकॉज द साइन ऑफ द कांस्टेंट टर्म डिसाइड्स के माइनस करके मिडिल टर्म लाना है. तो चलो 6 और 1 फैक्टर्स मिल चुके हैं हम लोग को. सो वी हैव x square plus 5x will be now split up as plus 6x minus x. Minus 6 equals to 0. So 5x को हमने स्प्लिट कर दिया है as 6x minus x. So chalo, we are going to make pairs now and take out things common. So in the first pair, what can we take out common? We're going to take out x common, और bracket के अंदर रहेगा x plus 6. From the next two terms, you take out anything common. तो जब हम कुछ भी common नहीं निकाल सकते तो one common निकालते हैं connecting sign के साथ. तो जब connecting sign minus होगा तो -1 common निकालेंगे तो अंदर का sign जो है वो reverse हो जाएगा, equals to 0. So we have x plus 6 into x minus 1 equals to 0. Now apply the zero product rule. X plus 6 equals to 0. X minus 1 equals to 0. As a result, x equals to minus 6 or x equals to minus 1 goes on the right hand side and becomes plus 1. So this was pretty easy. Fantastic. So I hope all of you got this. I'm sure I'll give you one more to try on your own. Then we will raise the difficulty of questions. तो एक आधा सम हम लोग कर लेते हैं पहले. So we have this question, 2x square plus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. Tell me, students, what are we going to do with this? We're going to multiply the first and the last term, coefficient of x square and the constant term. So we have 10 over here. Now we're going to split up 10 in order to get the middle term 7. So 10 के factors क्या हो जाएंगे? 1 and 10, 2 and 5. So you have to pick up any one of the two options. How do we decide what to pick up? That the connecting sign, the sign of the constant decides that. तो 1 और 10 को ऐड करेंगे तो वो तो 11 हो जाएगा, तो ये ऑप्शन रूल्ड आउट है. 2 और 5 इसको ऐड करेंगे तो पक्का 7 आ जाएगा. So you're going to split up 7 as 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. And now we can take out things common. So please do that. Did you people get the answer? It's very easy. अच्छा, बहुत सारे बच्चे को ऐसा लगता है कि हमने ना यहाँ पर 2x plus 5x लिखा है. What if we reverse the terms? What if we write 5x in the front and 2x at the back? तो अगर हमने 5x और 2x की जगह को बदल दिया तो क्या होगा? I'll tell you, कुछ भी नहीं होगा. You will still get the same answer. And if you really want to see, you can try that on your own and you can figure it out. कि आपको दोनों भी केस में आंसर सेम ही आएगा. It is not going to change in any way. Yes, most of the students have really given the correct answer, and that is proper. Perfect, perfect. That's awesome. All right, students. So let us deal with some special category questions. कुछ ऐसे questions करेंगे जिसमें हम लोग ना fractions involve करेंगे. Let's involve some fractions. Here we go. Now, 4 upon x minus 3 is equal to 5 upon 2x plus 3. Let's try this now. Okay. अब बहुत सारे बच्चे को ये भी लगेगा कि सर ये तो quadratic equation है ही नहीं, because quadratic equation में the highest power of the variable has to be 2, but there is no square term over here. But once we simplify this, you will start seeing that x square term. So tell me, how do we deal with this? So first of all, we are going to take the LCM over here. So this x goes and gets multiplied by 3. तो ये x सामने 3 से मल्टीप्लाई होके बन जाएगा 4 minus 3x. तो जब x सामने 3 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, then x will become the common denominator, equals to 5 upon 2x plus 3. See, now we are going to cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, we have 4 minus 3x multiplied by 2x plus 3 is equal to 5 multiplied by x gives us 5x. Now we're going to open the brackets. left hand side mein we are going to open the bracket. So 4 times 2x plus 3 minus 3x times 2x plus 3, very standard format, is equal to 5x. So we get 8x plus 12 minus 6x square. Now you see the square has now appeared. अब जाकर के square picture में आया है. Minus 9x is equal to 5x. So let us compile all of this together. So we have 12. Now 8x minus 9x, that simply gives us x. Minus 6x square is equal to 5x. Now you get 5x to the left hand side. So we have minus 6x square minus x. If we get 5x on the left hand side, we get minus 5x plus 12 equals to 0. So minus 6x square minus x minus 5x gives us minus 6x plus 12 is equal to 0. So now we are getting closer to the quadratic equation. Tell me, students, if there is a number through which we can divide all the terms and the coefficients very small, what is that number? Tell me. We can divide throughout by all right, I'll tell you, students, we will divide throughout by minus 6. हम लोग हर किसी को minus 6 से डिवाइड करेंगे. तो minus 6 से डिवाइड करने से क्या हो जाएगा पता है? ये जो है ना माइनस का साइन जो पहले टर्म में यानी कि एक्स स्क्वायर वाले टर्म के आगे जो माइनस का साइन नजर आता है ना, वो माइनस का साइन निकल जाएगा. एंड दैट माइनस का साइन जब शुरू में ही आता है ना, द इक्वेशन वेरी ugly. So we will divide throughout by minus sign so that the equation looks a little pretty. Here we go. So we have x square. जब minus 6 के साथ divide करोगे ना, तो सारे साइन भी बदलेंगे. तो ये हो जाएगा plus x. Minus 2 is equal to 0. So we have divided throughout by not simply 6, but minus 6. As a result, the sign changes. And I'm sure this is very easy. You people can figure this out yourself. So ये हो जाएगा. If I have to write all these steps for you, it is going to be x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 equals to 0. That gives us x times x plus 2. Minus 1 को common निकालोगे, x plus 2 equals to 0. We have x plus 2 into x minus 1 equals to 0, giving us the values of x as minus 2 or x equals to 1. So I have this one was clear. This one was clear with you. Great, perfect. Chalo, let's try another one. नया try करते हैं हम लोग. See how many of you can do this one. 1 upon x minus 2 plus 2 upon x minus 1 is equal to 6 upon x. It's a pretty nice question. See if you can figure this out yourself. All right. Chalo, let's deal with this one. It's very simple. हम लोग क्या करेंगे? आप लोग को पता नहीं, जब हम लोग बेसिकली जब हम फ्रैक्शंस के साथ डील करते हैं, that 2 plus 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4. You know how do we do this? बचपन में हम लोग करते थे, ये 2 सामने ये 4 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, ये 3 1 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा और ये दोनों आपस में मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएंगे. So this would become equal to 4 2s are 8 plus 3 1s are 3 upon 3 4s are 12. The same thing we have to do it over here also. So see this one, this x minus 1 goes and gets multiplied by 1. X minus 2 goes on the other side, gets multiplied by 2. So x minus 1 multiplied by 1 is simply x minus 1. Anything multiplied by 1 gets the same thing. X minus 2 gets multiplied और डिनोमिनेटर में ये पास में मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएंगे, is equal to 6 upon x. Let's open the brackets and see where does it lead to. So we have x minus 1 plus 2x minus 4. The whole upon, if we open the brackets in the denominator, so we will end up getting x square minus 3x plus 2. If you open the bracket in the denominator, यही मिलेगा हम लोग, x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 6 upon x. So what do we have in the numerator? X plus 2x is 3x. Minus 1 minus 4 is going to give us minus 5. The whole upon x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 6 upon x. और अब हम क्या करेंगे? Finally, we are going to now cross multiply. So x goes over there. X times 3x minus 5 is equal to 6 times x square minus 3x plus 2. So let's see. We have 3x square minus 5x is equal to 6x square minus 18x plus 6 2s are 12. So we take the smaller x square term to the bigger x square term. So na, instead of getting 6x square on the left hand side, we take 3x square on the right hand side. ताकि क्या ना वो x square वाला term positive रहे. So what do we get in this? 6x square minus 3x square is going to be 3x square. Then minus 18x plus 5x is going to give us minus 13x. And then पीछे रह जाएगा यहाँ पर plus 12 is equal to 0. So once again, now we have got a quadratic equation. Very simple. 3 multiplied by 12 is going to give us 36. Tell me, students, how do we split 36 in order to get minus 13? 9 fours are, that's perfect. 9 fours are 36 होता है और 9 और 4 को हम 13 में ला सकते हैं by writing minus 9 minus 4. Awesome. So we can write it this way. 3x square minus 9x minus 4x plus 12 equals to 0. And then we can easily get the factors. यहाँ से 3x कॉमन निकालोगे तो x minus 3. यहाँ से minus 4 कॉमन निकालोगे तो x minus 3 equals to 0. So we have x minus 3 times 3x minus 4 equals to 0. And the answer is x equals to 3 or x equals to 4 by 3. I hope you got this answer. Okay, so if you got this answer, then your answer is correct. Perfect. Now there is something. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. You know, we can even solve quadratic equations, which I'm sure you people have learned by formula method. Okay, that is one way to solve quadratic equation, जहां पर हम लोग को middle term को split करने की चिंता नहीं. We can straight away use the formula method and do it. Let's try one sum on the formula method also. Now, if we have a quadratic equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, then you know we can find the value of x. And I'm sure everybody would remember this formula. तो ये formula होता है minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac the whole upon 2a. This is the formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation directly. So let's try one using the formula method. So we have 5x square minus 6x minus 2 is equal to 0. So first of all, what we have to do is we need to first extract the values of a, b, and c from the quadratic equation. So the value of a is 5, and if you compare, the value of b becomes minus 6, and the value of c becomes equals to -2. So this is how we get the values of a, b, and c by comparing the given quadratic equation with the standard form. And the standard form is just written above the given quadratic equation. तो एक बार a, b और c की वैल्यू मिल गई तो फिर बचा ही कुछ नहीं, सीधा फॉर्मूला यूज करके वैल्यूज पुट करनी है, दैट्स इट. So चलो let's try. X equals to -b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac the whole upon 2. Let's put the values. Now minus b is minus of -6. So minus b, now b itself is -6. So it's minus of -6 plus minus a root of, we have -6 the whole square minus 4ac. A is 5 and c is -2. The whole upon 2a, that is 2 times 5. It's very easy it is, because there's hardly any brain work here except for some simple calculations. Now 6 squared is 36. Minus minus becomes plus. 4 into 5 is 20 and 20 into 2 is 40. So this is going to be 4040. The whole upon 10. Goodness, some students are so fast, they've already given the answers. X equals to 6 plus minus root of, if we add both of them, that gives us 76 upon 10. Now let us see, students, if we can simplify 76 or not. Can you write 76 as a product of two numbers, out of which one of them is a complete square? Can we write 76 as a product of two numbers, out of which one of them is a complete square? Yes, it's 4 into 19. X is equal to 6 plus minus root of 76 can be written as 4 times 19. So why we have chosen 4 times 19? Because 4 is a perfect square and 4 can be taken outside the root. So x equals to 6 plus minus 4 comes outside and becomes 2, and we have 19. The whole upon 10. X equals to, अब मुझे ये बताओ कि 6 और 2 में से I think so we can very well take out 2 common. तो हम जब 2 को कॉमन निकालेंगे तो ब्रैकेट में रहेगा 3 plus minus root 19 the whole upon 10. Now you can reduce this 2 with the 5. तो अब हमको फाइनल आंसर में आ गया है x equals to 3 plus minus root 19 the whole upon 5. So this is your answer. Well, I hope you got this one. Great. That's very nice. Okay. Now, quadratic equations. Now, since many of the students have told, it was already taken because there was a 50-50 response. कुछ बच्चे बोलते कि ये आतिफ सर ने ऑलरेडी ले लिया है, कुछ बच्चों ने कहा नहीं लिया है. तो आई वाज नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट, बट मैंने आपको एक जनरली बताया क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस को किस तरह से सॉल्व करते हैं. तो जब इक्वेशंस की चले, तो अभी जो अगला टाइप का इक्वेशंस जिसकी हम लोग को जरूरत 11th और 12th में पढ़ने वाली है, वो है linear equations in two variables. So now nextly we are going to study how to solve linear equations in two variables. Again, it's very interesting, and there are many methods to solve linear equations in two variables, but we are going to stick to that method which is the most commonly and frequently used method. See, 8x plus 5y is equal to 9. The another equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 4. Yes, these are simultaneous linear equations where we solve two equations together simultaneously at the same time and get the values of the variables. Perfect. Now there are many methods to solve this. इसको solve करने के क्या कौन से methods हैं मैं आपको बताता हूँ. We can solve this by substitution method. We can solve it by elimination method. We can solve it by cross multiplication method. We can solve this by Cramer's rule. We can solve this graphically. तो बहुत सारे अलग methods हैं. But हम लोग है ना elimination method prefer करेंगे. See, how do we deal with the elimination method? तो उसके लिए better we write the equations one दिया. So this is going to be 3x plus 2y equals to 4. I'm going to rub off this equation because the same thing written one below the other. For the elimination method, what do we do, students? We are going to eliminate one variable. Yes, you are right, Vedant. एक वेरिएबल को एलिमिनेट करेंगे, पर एलिमिनेट करने के लिए in order to do the elimination we have to make the coefficient of one variable same. कोई भी एक वेरिएबल के कोएफिशिएंट को सेम होना पड़ेगा. तो देखो, let us choose कि हम लोग को किसका कोएफिशिएंट सेम करना है. Whose coefficient we are looking forward to make same. तो बेटर है हम y के कोएफिशिएंट्स को सेम करेंगे. तो y के कोएफिशिएंट्स को सेम करने के लिए हम 2 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. We are going to multiply 2 to equation number 1. 2 को अगर हम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे ना, तो 2 into 5 will become 10. और 5 को हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे नीचे वाले इक्वेशन के साथ with equation number 2. So what happens? 2 जब ऊपर 5 से मल्टीप्लाई होगा तो 10y हो जाएगा. 5 जब नीचे 2y से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा तो 10y हो जाएगा. तो 10y को हम सब्ट्रैक्ट करके एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं. We can do that elimination. Pretty simple that is. So let's do that. Multiplying equation number 1 by 2 and equation number 2 by 5. So let us do the multiplication. Observe. So चलो equation number 1 को multiply करते हैं 2 के साथ. तो ये हो जाएगा 16x plus 10y is equal to 9. Oh, I'm sorry, not 9, 18, because we're multiplying it by 2 on all the sides. अच्छा, equation number 2 को multiply करेंगे by 5. We're going to multiply it by 5. So this is going to become 15x plus 10y is equal to 20. So we have multiplied equation number 2 by 5. Now what are we going to do? We are going to subtract them. अब हम इन्हें subtract करेंगे तो हमारा 10y eliminate हो जाएगा. And that is the sole purpose of elimination method, कि हम लोग को कोई भी एक वेरिएबल को eliminate करना होता है. And when you do the subtraction, as a result, what happens? One variable gets eliminated. So let's see. 16x minus 15x gives you simply x. And 18 minus 20 will give you minus 2. So you got the value now. अभी आपको करना क्या है? यही x की वैल्यू जो 2 है ना, वो किसी भी एक इक्वेशन में आपको सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देनी है और आपको फाइंड कर देना है y की वैल्यू. Let's substitute that in equation number 2, because equation number 2 में हम लोग को दिखाई दे रहा है कोएफिशिएंट्स बहुत छोटे-छोटे से हैं. Substituting x equals to minus 2 in equation number 2. So we get 3 times minus 2 plus 2y is equal to 4. So this gives us minus 6 plus 2y is equal to 4. So 2y is equal to minus 4 goes on the other side, becomes 10, and the value of y becomes equals to 5. तो ये हमारे y की वैल्यू आ गई. Did you people get this answer, all of you? आपको यही आंसर मिला क्या? Yes, that is the correct answer. चलो अभी है ना, हम लोग है ना आगे चल करके ना एक अलग मेथड देखते हैं। लेट अस सी अनदर मेथड। ये तो मेथड है ना, आई एम श्योर सब बच्चों को बहुत अच्छे से आता होगा, बिकॉज दिस इज वन ऑफ दोस मेथड्स which you have dealt with. If you've got different answer, तो yeah, okay, equation number 1 में डालोगे ना, तो you will still get the same answer. Now, everybody look here. Now I'm going to teach you a new method. Now, particularly for the students of ICS and PSC, this method is going to be a new method to solve these simultaneous linear equations. इस method को हम कहते हैं Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule. ओके तो ये जो मेथड है, ये है ना एसएससी बोर्ड वालों को था। सो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर फ्रॉम द स्टेट बोर्ड, उनके लिए ये मेथड नया नहीं होगा, पर जो स्टूडेंट्स सीबीएसई बोर्ड के हैं और आईसीएसई बोर्ड के लिए है, तो उनको ये मेथड थोड़ा सा नया और फैसिनेटिंग लगेगा। तो देखो यहाँ पे, बिफोर वी स्टार्ट विद ग्रामर रूल, आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू व्हाट आर डिटर्मिनेंट्स। डिटर्मिनेंट्स क्या होता है और डिटर्मिनेंट की वैल्यू कैसे फाइंड की जाती है। देखो, डिटर्मिनेंट man, what we do is basically it's an arrangement of numbers in rows and columns. So for our sake, we are going to just write 2 rows and 2 columns. So see, अब ये जो numbers का जो arrangement है ना, इस arrangement डिटर्मिनेंट कहते हैं। अब हम इसकी वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे। तो इसकी वैल्यू को फाइंड करना बहुत आसान है। उसके लिए हम लोग को याद रखना है, yes, you are right, we call it as the difference of cross product. We call it as the difference of cross product. अब difference का मतलब होता है माइनस, difference का मतलब होता है माइनस, और क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट तो आप जानते ही हो, फ्रॉम द नेम इटसेल्फ यू अंडरस्टैंड। तो ये देखो, ये जो क्रॉस पे नंबर्स आते हैं ना, इनका प्रोडक्ट। तो 1 into 4, 1 into 4 is going to give us 4, and then over here 2 into 3, that becomes equals to 6. 6. So the answer is -2. So this is called as determinant. So it's 4 minus 6, which is equal to -2. Number the answer is -2 and not 2. Let's try another one. एक और try करते हैं, and then I will teach you the Cramer's rule, क्योंकि ये जानना जरूरी है। See, 3 minus 1, 4 and 2. So first of all, it's difference of the cross product. The cross product में we always go like this. So 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is going to give us how much? 6. This is going to be 6. Oh, sorry, I just wrote it in different color. This is 6. And then over here, when we do the difference of the cross product over here, the 6 times minus 4, 6 times minus 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. So which equals to 10. So 10 is the value of the determinant. तो चलो अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Yes, yes, yes. So most of the students know what the Cramer's rule is. Anyway, we will do one sum and then we're going to wind it up. Okay. And before I wind up, I'll tell you, I have given some worksheets. I've given some worksheets, assignment sheets to Atif sir. He will be giving those worksheets to you very shortly. हम जो भी यहाँ पर ऑनलाइन करते हैं, तो उसी पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस जो है वो आपको घर पे प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए शीट आपको मिल जाएगी. Okay, let's try this one. We're going to use the Cramer's rule to solve the two quadratic equations. Yeah, that was a funny one. The 5x plus 3y is equal to minus 11. Now 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10. Okay. Yes, yes, it's simple. We all got it. Okay, okay. Now keeping that joke aside, let's come to the main point over here. We're going to find three determinants. We are going to find three determinants by the name d. Then you're going to find dx, and then when you're going to find dy. So we are going to find three determinants: d, dx, and dy. Now, why do we do this? Because we are trying to get the values of x and y. तो जो x की वैल्यू है ना, x की वैल्यू को फाइंड करने के लिए the idea is dx upon d, और y की वैल्यू को फाइंड करने के लिए the idea is dy upon d. तो उसके लिए पहले हम लोग को dx, d और dy को फाइंड करना है. तो d के लिए क्या करना होता है, जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के कोएफिशिएंट्स है ना, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के कोएफिशिएंट्स, उसको एज इट इज नीचे उतारना है. That is 5, 3, 2, 4. Simply get the coefficients of the left hand side as it is down. बहुत इजी है. अच्छा, अब आपको करना क्या है कि ये जो है ना, see, it's simply a trick which you have to remember. तो अब 3 और 4 जो है, bring it down over here. 3 and 4. 3 और 4 को बस सीधा नीचे सरका देना है, और 5 और 2, oops, I'm so sorry, और ये 5 और 2 है, उसको यहां पर नीचे सरका देना है. Just remember shortcut technique. It's very easy. 3 और 4 को just bring it down, dx, और 5 और 2 को उसी पोजीशन में ड्रैग करके नीचे लेके आ जाओ dy में. ओके, ये कर लेने के बाद आफ्टर यू हैव फिनिश डूइंग दिस, अब जो कांस्टेंट्स है ना, कांस्टेंट्स जो राइट हैंड साइड पे नजर आते हैं, उसे फिल कर दो. वी हैव -11, -11, -10, -11, -10. You simply fill the constants. And now we know how to find the difference. It is simply the difference of cross product. So chalo, let us find the difference of the cross product. So 5 times 4, that is going to give us 20. Minus, so here we have time, which is going to give us 6. And do the subtraction. What do you get? 14. Awesome. Many of the students are actually giving me the format in the chat. That's awesome. All right. Yahan par. Now -11 into 4. -11 into 4 is going to give us -44. Minus, and over here, difference of cross product is 3 times minus is going to give us 30. -30. Now, if you work this out, तो इसकी वैल्यू हमें क्या मिल जाएगी? -14. It's very simple. चलो अभी सिर्फ dy रह गया है बस. What again? Difference of cross product. So we have 5 times -10, which comes to -50. Minus of. Now, 2 times -11 is -22. It's -20. And if you work this value, we get it as -28. तो ये difference of cross product निकालने के बाद, now getting the value x and y is very easy. x क्या हो जाएगा? dx upon d. That is -14 on 14, which equals to -1. And then dy, जो y की वैल्यू के लिए, it is dy on d. That's -28 upon 14, which is equal to -2. So x is equal to -1 and y is equal to -2. तो क्रैमर्स रूल में भाई आंसर तो आ जाता है, लेकिन बड़ा तामझाम है उसमें. d निकालो, dx निकालो, dy निकालो, उनके डिटर्मिनेंट्स, वैल्यूज, क्रॉस, डिफरेंस ऑफ क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट, एंड देन फाइनली कहीं जाके dx अपॉन d करके a आता है और dy अपॉन y करके d आता है. बट मिल जाता है। एनीवे इसके लिए द प्रिफर्ड मेथड इज ऑलवेज एलिमिनेशन मेथड या सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड। मेथड भी है जो अगले लेक्चर में फुर्सत में देखेंगे। तो आज के लिए इतना काफी। आई विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास, वी विल डू समथिंग मोर इंटरेस्टिंग इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। सो बाय ऑल ऑफ यू, टेक केयर एंड गुड नाइट। Bye bye all of you.